What if the very thing you crave most comfort isn't saving you, but slowly destroying you? Think about it for a moment. Comfort feels safe. It feels warm, familiar, like a blanket wrapping around you on a cold night. But what if that blanket is suffocating you without you noticing? What if the soft couch you sink into every evening is stealing the fire from your spirit? What if every time you avoid difficulty, every time you choose the easy road, you're not preserving yourself, you're erasing yourself, piece by piece? History shows us that civilizations fall not when they are poor, but when they are too comfortable. Muscles atrophy without resistance, minds weaken without challenge, and souls shrink without struggle. So I'll ask you again, not as a metaphor, but as a warning. What if your comfort is not your reward, but your prison? Look around your life right now. You probably have food in the fridge, running water, a bed that is warm, and a phone that connects you instantly to anyone on the planet. By all historical standards, you are living with more abundance and safety than kings and queens from centuries past. They had armies, castles, and treasures, but they did not have what you take for granted every single day: electricity at the flip of a switch, medicine that extends life, technology that entertains and informs at every moment. And yet, why is it that despite all of this, you still feel restless? Why do you wake up some mornings with a heaviness in your chest, even though you have so much? Why do you find yourself endlessly scrolling through screens, chasing distractions, but never feeling whole? It is because the very comfort you worship has turned into a silent poison. You no longer fight to survive. Instead, you fight boredom. You no longer push through storms. Instead, you collapse under minor inconveniences. You no longer crave growth. Instead, you crave ease. Think of the last time you avoided a challenge, a difficult conversation, a hard workout, a scary decision. In that moment, it felt easier, safer, but deep down, didn't you also feel smaller? Didn't you feel yourself shrinking, even just a little, inside your own skin? Our ancestors grew strong because life demanded it. They hunted when they were starving. They endured winters without heaters. They fought battles not for ego but for survival. You, on the other hand, live in a world padded with cushions, conveniences, and illusions of safety. And the terrifying truth is this: what once made life easier is now making you weaker. Comfort hasn't freed you, it has trapped you. Nietzsche once said, "He who has a why to live can bear almost anyhow." But what happens when the why fades? When life no longer demands anything of you? When the struggle is gone? The answer is quiet decay. Comfort has a hidden cost. It strips away urgency, purpose, and resilience. Plato's allegory of the cave offers a haunting parallel. The prisoners chose the shadows because they were familiar. They were not chained only by force, but also by comfort, the comfort of certainty, of routine, of never questioning. And when one escaped, the others resisted, preferring the safety of illusions over the discomfort of truth. Doesn't that sound eerily similar to the way we resist change today? Modern psychology echoes these ancient warnings. Studies on the paradox of choice reveal that abundance paralyzes us. More options don't liberate the mind, they overwhelm it. The hedonic treadmill shows that no matter how much pleasure we consume, we adapt, and soon we crave more. The cycle never ends. Our minds were designed for struggle, for problem solving, for survival. Without resistance, they collapse inward. Think of fire. When contained, it gives warmth, light, and life. But without structure, it burns everything to ash. Freedom without discipline is just fire let loose, beautiful for a moment, devastating in the end. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, held more power than nearly any man alive. Yet, he imposed limits on himself. He wrote daily meditations not because he had to, but because he understood without discipline, power corrupts the soul. His restraint was not weakness, it was freedom in its truest form. The lesson is clear. Comfort dulls, struggle sharpens. Comfort chains, discipline frees. The mind must be tested, or it will turn against itself. So what do we take from all of this? The truth is simple, but it's not easy. Comfort is seductive, but discipline is transformative. Every time you choose what is easy over what is right, you give away a piece of your freedom. You may feel safe in the moment, but slowly, invisibly, you are surrendering control over your own life. The way out is not to reject comfort entirely, it is to use it wisely. Let comfort be a reward, not your daily diet. Structure your life around principles, not impulses. Create routines that build strength instead of weakness. Read when your mind wants to scroll, walk when your body craves stillness, speak when your fear tells you to stay silent. These are not punishments. They are investments in a stronger, freer version of yourself. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." That power doesn't come from ease. It comes from the willingness to step into resistance. The gym doesn't build muscle by making you comfortable. It tears you down so you can rebuild stronger. Life is the same. And here lies the paradox. The moment you begin to embrace discomfort, you actually become more comfortable in your own skin. The world cannot shake you as easily. You stop being a prisoner of fear, distraction, and indulgence. Instead, you become the master of yourself. So the real lesson is this. Stop asking, how can I be more comfortable? Start asking, how can I grow stronger? Because strength, mental, physical, spiritual, is the only true freedom left in a world drowning in ease. So here's the challenge I leave with you. The next time you feel the pull of comfort, the soft bed when you promise yourself a morning run, the easy silence when you should speak your truth, that endless scrolling when you could be building your mind, stop and ask, is this choice making me stronger or weaker? Because every decision, no matter how small, is either sharpening your soul or dulling it. The difference between the person you are now and the person you want to become lies in those hidden, ordinary moments. If this idea unsettled you, if it cracked something open inside you and made you question the life you're living, don't just let it fade. Step deeper into the edge. This is where illusions are broken and strength is forged. If this changed how you think, then subscribe and let's keep walking to the fire together.